Hello my friends and welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a September TBR. I know. Yes, I know. I don't know when I'll ever learn my lesson about making TBR videos because do I ever follow them? No. But I do feel like I will read these books in September or get close to reading them in September. I'm gonna allow myself some room. I did only pick 6 for this September TBR, and I do feel like I can do this. I do feel like I can do this. We all know I'm really bad at TBRs. But I'll be honest, I wanted to make a TBR video because I haven't done one in a while, and I like making them. Even though I don't follow them, I just think they're fun videos to make, so, you know. I do think these are realistic picks though, so I do feel a little bit more confident. Just a little bit more confident. Just a little bit. But yeah, so I have 6 books here that I'm going to try to read in September, and hopefully I actually follow through. I guess we'll see. First up is 3 Days in the Pink Tower by Evie Knight. So this is a very short novella, but I think this is going to be extremely hard to read, and I will tell you why. But the plot of this book is about the main character Josie, who during her senior year goes to a carnival and gets a tarot card reading from a fortune teller. This reading definitely spooks Josie, and then the next day she gets a knock on her door and she is kidnapped. These 2 men have Josie at gunpoint and they take her to this pink cabin where she is held as a prisoner. But she is given a tarot card deck by the same fortune teller from the beginning, and she is supposed to use those tarot cards to fight for her life. The reason this book is going to be a hard read is because this is actually based on the author's real life and real trauma. And that is definitely going to be hard to read. I can't imagine what writing this book was like for the author, but I am very excited just to support the author. I just think this is going to be a very, very powerful read, and I am very, very, very interested in this one. Next up is one of my anticipated releases for this year. I'm very excited for this one, but also very nervous, and that is What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. I read The Twisted Ones a few months ago, and I really loved T. Kingfisher's writing, and I feel like this one could be really great. It's also very, very short, but this is a reimagining of Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher, which I'm not extremely familiar with. I haven't read it. I feel like maybe I should read it first. I might try to do that before I go into this one because I would like a little bit more information. I feel like I don't have a good grasp on the story, so I might try to read that first and then read this one. We'll see how I feel. Maybe I won't. Who knows? It's me we're talking about. But I'm very excited to read more from this author and just kind of see what this book is like. I've heard good things about it. I'm very excited. It's short. I can't wait. Next up is another short read. I did pick a lot of shorter books just in case I did try to read all of these. That way hopefully it doesn't put me too much in a reading slump, because sometimes when I follow a TBR I can get slumpy. So I did pick shorter books to kind of help out a bit. But the next one I picked was the Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. This will be my first Clive Barker story. I've never read anything by Clive Barker, but I am a huge Hellraiser fan, and this is the novella that inspired the movie Hellraiser. So I am very excited about this one. I think that it'll be very interesting to see basically what inspired Hellraiser, because I do love the movies. I just think it'll be interesting to see what Clive Barker's writing is like. I've heard nothing but good things, but yeah, I just kind of want to experience it for myself, and I feel like this will be a good starting point for me because I do already really enjoy Hellraiser. But again, very short. It should be a fairly easy read, so that's very helpful for me. This one I already mentioned that I did want to try to read in September in my last book haul, so I am putting it in my September TBR just because I think that it could be a really good September read, and that is The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson. Craig Davidson is also Nick Cutter. Nick Cutter is one of his pen names, but this is a coming of age story about a group of kids who during the summer decide to kind of investigate ghost stories and urban legends. I just think that sounds a lot of fun and really cute, and I do love a good coming of age story, and I love anything that has to do with like urban legends and ghosts, and I just think this will be a nice story for September. I know it takes place in the summer, but to me it kind of gives that fall vibe, so I want to read it in September because September is the transition period between summer and fall, so I just think this will be a perfect time to read this one, and I've heard really good things about it, so I'm pretty excited. This one is purely a cover-based September TBR. Like, I just feel like this cover screams September to me, and I don't know why. I can't explain it, but it just does. That is The Patient by Jane Shemilt. I still don't know how to say that last name. I've read another book by this author and I didn't know how to say her name then. I still don't now. But to me, this cover just screams fall, gloomy September weather. Probably also October, but I do want to read it in September. I am a little bit nervous for this book, and I don't know why I bought it because it's one of the tropes that I hate the most, and that should have been a red flag to me, but it was a cover buy. This book is about the main character Rachel, who is a doctor. She begins an affair with this man who seeks kind of like emergency treatment for a mental illness with her, and they start having an affair, and then things get really bad. One of her colleagues is murdered, and things just get worse from there. One of my least favorite tropes is doctors, therapists, whatever, like any kind of doctor, any kind of therapist having an affair with their patient. That is literally something in books that infuriates me. I mean, it infuriates me in real life too, but I really hate reading about it in books. To me, it just kind of romanticizes it a lot, and for me, it's just something that shouldn't be romanticized because of the position of power that that position holds. So to me, it's just a really not fun trope, but for some reason I decided to pick this up because the cover was pretty. So, you know, blame me for that. I'm interested in it. Hopefully it's pretty good. Hopefully I like it. That would be great. But again, I do like the cover a lot. I think it's really pretty, and I am interested in it. I want to see what the author kind of does with this trope. Hopefully it doesn't infuriate me and frustrate me too much to the point of making me want to claw my eyes out, but I am going to attempt reading it anyways. The last book on my TBR is actually a buddy read that I'm going to be reading with Taya from Taya's Turning Pages. I absolutely love Taya. She's so great and she reads really great books and she's amazing. You should go subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. I love her a lot. But we are going to be buddy reading Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I love a good romance. You know that. I love romance books. I think they're fun. I've been on a romance kick lately, and we both haven't read this one yet, so we decided to buddy read it together. This is about the main character, Nora, who is a literary agent, and she takes a sister's trip with her sister for the summer in August to kind of get away and just kind of relax. While she's there, she wants to be the heroine of her own life and kind of have a love connection, and she keeps running into Charlie, who is a book editor, and they know each other very well. So of course they're going to have a little romance and fall deeply in love with each other, which is always fun and what I look for in romance, obviously. So I'm very excited for this one. This will be my third Emily Henry because I've read People We Meet on Vacation, and I am currently reading Beach Read by Emily Henry. So I am very excited to read this one. I've heard really, really good things, and I'm excited to be buddy reading it with Taya. All right, that's my short and sweet September TBR. Like I said, I picked really short books and not a lot of books to hopefully make this TBR actually happen, because I know I will be reading other books not on this TBR. There are some other books that I have my eye on that I'm very excited to read, and I didn't want to put them in the TBR because I don't want to pressure myself to read them and then not be excited to read them later. So I tried to keep it a short and sweet TBR so that way I have a better chance of actually doing it, because we all know that I'm horrible at following a TBR. But hopefully this actually happens, and you know, I do actually follow it. We'll see though. No one hold it to me, because we all know how I am. We know who I am, and we know that I'm a mood reader and I can't stick to a TBR. So hopefully you don't mind that I keep making TBR videos even though I can't stick to a TBR. Let me know what's on your September TBR, if you have any particular books, or if you're a mood reader so you're just gonna kind of play it by ear. You can let me know if there's one book that you really have your eye on reading in September. I would love to know in the comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed watching this, even though I don't do TBRs that often or that frequently. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoy TBRs. That way I can maybe keep doing them in the future. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We can become friends, talk about horror books, thrilling books, romance books, manga, all kinds of stuff. And with that being said, I hope you're having a great day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!